I crocheted a lot of stuff in January, so today I'm going to show it all to you. And this was a really good month for my yarn stash busting, so I can't wait to show you everything that I made, and I hope you'll stick around and have a look with me. First up, I did a lot of making granny squares this month, and that was because there is a charity drive going on here in Australia for the victims of the bushfires down in Victoria. Oz Comfort Quilts was accepting granny squares to put together like blankets to make for victims of those bushfires. So I have made a bunch and I'm going to send them off right after this video now because I wanted to wait and show you guys them, and also I was still making them because I used a lot of my scrap yarn on these. So let's get started. First of all, I am going to really quick fire show you these. I made one in just kind of an acrylic wool blend that I got from Aldi. That is that one. And then I made 6 in Kestrel's Kaleidoscope. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. I was using a lot of the Icy Pole blue that I had left over from another project. And then I also made 12 in Bango's blend, so we can just go through these really quickly. These are a lot of different colors that I made. So for these granny squares, they are all 8 rounds using a 4.5mm hook, which is the request that came in from Oz Comfort Quilts. So that is how I made all of these, and I'm hoping that they can all get used. I tried to do a lot of different colors. Hopefully all of my ends are woven in. And they were all from different projects that I've just had lying around. Some of them I even frogged some projects that I just wasn't going to use, and I would rather the yarn go to something like this. This is the last one. I actually have one more on my hook, which I will finish today. I have a quarter of a round left to go, but I ran out of yarn, so I need to just find a semi-matching color of yarn that I can finish it off in. So this is my stack. I think that is 18 granny squares that I will be sending off. So I'm excited for that, and I'm glad that I could I don't know, do something for it. So that is probably maybe the most boring project. Just granny squares, but it's for a good cause, and they were really nice, just mindless projects. I feel like it's been a while since I had a properly mindless project to work on. So fine with that, fine with that. Then these are going to be in no particular order other than the way that they are stacked in this big container. So that's how we're going to go through them. I'm going to do my very best to remember who all of these patterns are by and everything like that. If I do forget any, everything will be in the description below along with links. So you can head there if any of these tickle your fancy. So first off, relating to my last video, I did in fact make a divided dice bag, which is a pattern by Graceface Creates here on YouTube. She is a lovely YouTuber and also just general crochet creator boss. So go and check her out, definitely. I'm trying to undo it so that I can show you the inside of it. Oh, I don't want them all to fall out, but you can kind of see there's the dividers in the middle. I've put slips of paper on them because in each divider I have my numbered bingo balls. So next time we do a scrap bingo project, I will be a little bit more organized with the balls, and it'll take way less time, I hope, to find them, to put them in the cage. If you missed my scrap bingo video, you can check it out. I will put a little link on the screen, and I will put it at the end as well so that you can head and watch that next if you missed it. Very happy with this. This was also made in scrap yarn. This is just Bango's blend and Kestrel's Kaleidoscope. So I'm glad I have that. It makes me feel a little bit more organized. Then I have the water bottle holder that I made. This was in my Once Again project roundup video. I just wanted to make an extra one so that I could actually finally write down the steps and put it on my blog. So this is a free pattern on my blog. Link will be below. But that one is another one. Just dropped it on the floor. I also went on a little bit of a Kindle sleeve making bent this month. So I made these two. This one is small paperback size, and this one is proper Kindle size. They are both the LTK Cuties Meadow book sleeve pattern, and I just adjusted the starting chain for size. So it's a pattern that I am really addicted to. I really love it. And then I thought I would try and like design a book sleeve that was using the heart stitch because I really, really enjoy working with that. But I made it and I think it's cute. However, I have realized that this stitch is like, there's just it's a little too open. There's a little too many parts of it that a corner of a book can get stuck on. So I'm not going to go ahead with the design, but I still think it's cute and I'll probably still use it for like my own personal notebooks. So still cute. I've realized that the variegated yarn and this distance doesn't really make it look like hearts at all, but whatever. In person, it looks cute, okay? There will be no pattern link for that because there is no pattern. Then something that I have been working on for months, but not actively working on for months. Some of you may recognize this from a past video, but I did finally finish the little mushroom cardigan for my little bub that is due in April. I really need to block it. I made it from cotton and it's just like still a little bit stiff. So I haven't blocked it yet, but I will block it. And it's so cute. It's so cute. I really love this design. I forget who it's by, but it was a free pattern just like on a blog, and there were sizes from like 0 to 12 months, I think. So because she's due in like winter for us, I have just made it like the 0 to 3 month size, but I don't know. Maybe they'll get to wear it once. It was more about making it, you know? Then I have a project that, again, you may have seen on this channel already, but it is, of course, the scrap beanie. This is the one that we made in the scrap bingo. So spoiler alert, we made a beanie and this is what it looks like, but go and watch it anyway. It was a fun video. I think I will donate this. There was a lot of people in the comments saying that it was cute enough to donate, so I am going to donate it. These ones are getting donated to Knit One Give One, and that is along with this other beanie that I made this month as well, and I made a few in December too, so I'm going to put them all together. We're having a little crafty catch-up here in Sydney next Saturday, so people from our community are going to bring some of the beanies and stuff that they've made, and then I will ship them all off together on behalf of our community. So I'm just waiting for that, but these two will be in that donation drive as well. Now, if you're an Amigurumi person, your time has come because the rest of them, I'm pretty sure, are Amigurumi things. So I'm going to start off with this big boy here. It is like a child-sized Triceratops. It's so big and it's so cute. Well, this is a pattern test that I did for a lovely community member, Jungle Carpet Python. They have not yet put it up for like full pattern testing, but I have done a pre-test on this guy, and honestly, so cute. And I like stash busted a lot of my blanket yarn. Also, the body is entirely no-sew, the frill is no-sew. The only bits you sew on really are the head to the body and then the horns, the 3 horns. So pretty low sew as well, especially for something this size, and just a clever little pattern. I would go and give them a follow on Instagram. I will put the link down in the description for Instagram so that you can keep an eye out for the pattern test and also the pattern when it comes out. So yeah, highly recommend. I kind of want to make more. They're so big. This was one of the only yarns that I had enough yarn to make it from. And they also have a few more patterns coming out that will be also like kind of this size dinosaurs of different dinosaurs, and they all look so sick. So go and give her a follow. All right, this is like way too big to fit in the tub, so it's just, she can sit down here with me. Okay. Next up, this is, by the way, in like no particular order. I think I already said that, but we're going with something I recently finished, which is another pattern test. This one was for Jenny, who is In My Spare Time Crochet here on YouTube, and it is Biggie the Burger Man. This pattern is out now. It's so good. It will be so good if you are a market maker. This is the big size, but there's also Benny the Burger Man, who is a smaller size and would be even quicker to make. Completely no-sew, really, really fun pattern, and just, he's just so cute. I really enjoyed making him, and Jenny's just such a sweet soul as well, so it was really nice to get to pattern test for her. We have been online friends and we've met in real life now, so yeah, this was a special little pattern test for me, and go and check out the pattern. On the subject of pattern tests, I have a couple more to show you. So this one was for Abby Jade Art, and they are these little capybaras in hats. There is 4 in the pattern bundle. I did the frog and the chick, but there is also a Triceratops hat and an axolotl hat. I really want to make those as well. These are super cute. I Really, really enjoyed making them. Again, they are no-sew, or they're low-sew. You only sew on the muzzle, and then the ears and the arms are worked into the body. And yeah, the rest is no-sew. So highly recommend. They're just so cute. I can't deal with them. Go and make this pattern, please. All right, I'm getting buried in Amigurumi here, but we still have some to go. So still on the pattern test train. I'm going to show you this one. This was Basil the Bunny. You will have probably seen this. I actually made this at the very start of January, so I think it was in a different Stash Bust roundup as well, but worth mentioning because I did make him in January, and this is a pattern by the Crochet Carpenter. It is one of his Stitchkin patterns, and I didn't make it the finger puppet, but you can make it a finger puppet. But I think he's a really cute, just little guy. Would be great for markets as well, especially coming into like Easter and spring here in Australia. So check that one out. All right, my final pattern test of the month was for Kate at Cable and Canvas. You will know that I absolutely love her mushroom poppets. They are basically in every single market roundup that I do, or like market video that I do. And she has now released these little strawberry animals, and they also are puppets. Aren't they so cute? I think they're so sweet. So I was chosen for the test for the frog, but then Kate also was like, if you want to do any others, let me know. So we also got the bear and the mouse, and they're just, yeah, they're really, really cute. Completely no-sew, little puppets. Again, great for markets, but yay. Also great for stash busting my chenille yarn. So happy days. This one, I'm not sure if I'm like meant to talk about it, so I'm not going to tell you where it's from, and I'm not going to tell you anything else about it, but I made this little macaroon whale. Yay, this is coming soon. If you're interested in it, let me know and I will let you know when it's available. But I made it, I tested it, it's very cute. I also lied, not 100% amigurumi, but here's another thing that I made for the One Skein Roundup to test it, and it is this little bead stitch keyring. Nothing major, super, super quick little project, and I probably would make more of these. They're cute. I don't have anything else to say about that. Okay, now this is a pattern that I have been wanting to make for ages. I have had it in my stash for ages, my pattern stash, and I'm really glad I finally got to make it. You will have heard about this everywhere if you're an amigurumi artist, and they are the hoodie bears. So I first made this little ducky one in blanket yarn, and then I wanted to see what it was like in chenille yarn as well. This is in Patty's Plush, so I also made a little frog guy in that, and I think they're really cute. I also tried the sitting mod for the frog one, which I kind of hadn't really realized existed until I heard Also Stitched talking about it, Tiana. So once I watched her video on them, I was like, I need to go and try that sitting mod. So that was another reason I ended up making a second one, which was this like little frog guy. And if you haven't seen them, their hoods do come off. So they just like sit like a little hoodie. Aren't they cute? I posted about the duck one on my Instagram, and my mom said that this is the cutest thing I've ever made. So it's a pretty good rap because she's a very supportive person and says everything that I make is cute. So, you know, if this is the cutest thing I've ever made, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And again, hood comes off. I think they look so cute with the hood off, like just little dudes. Anyway, this is a pattern by Nooks Hooks. If you happen to not have seen it around, if you're in the amigurumi world, you probably have seen these a lot. So that's all I will say about them. Highly recommend the pattern. Believe the hype, you know? This is the very final thing that I am going to show you. This one is very, very special to me. I designed and made this pattern for my best friend who has her very first picture book coming out, hitting shelves tomorrow as I film this, but it will be out by the time this video is out. It is hitting shelves on the 3rd of February. It is called Bun, and I am determined for it to be our child's favorite book. It is about a little bunny who goes and visits all her friends in preparation for a carrot cake party. And then they all have a carrot cake party, and it's so sweet. It's so much fun. There is so much detail in every page. She's very talented. I could shout about my best friend from the rooftops about how talented and beautiful she is as a human, but this is the character Bun from her book. And I think she's so cute. She has these big chubby cheeks. I hope that they're coming through on the video. She has these really big chubby cheeks, which I was originally just going to like find a pattern that like looked pretty similar to Bun and tweak it a little bit, but I really couldn't find any rabbit pattern that gave them these really big cheeks. So I just ended up kind of designing it myself. She also has these really like big round legs in the illustrations, which I couldn't 100% get the chunk that Bun has, but I think I did pretty well. And because of her like wide legs, she stands up really, really easily on everything. And of course she has a little white tail as well. So I am going to make another one of these probably this month to like give my friend, because this was my prototype and there are maybe a couple of things I would change. I sewed the arms on these, but I'll probably crochet them in my next iteration so that they're just like a little bit sturdier and sit a little bit differently. But I'm looking forward to writing up this pattern, and I think she's so cute. And I'm really happy with getting the ears to actually stand upright without any extra like sewing or anything like that. This is Bun. Go and check out the book if it's available in your area. If you're in Australia, it definitely is. I am going to the book launch this weekend and I'm so excited. I'm so excited for my friend. So happy to have made this little Bun girl for her. So yay. Now that is everything that I finished this month. It was a lot of things. I'm going to count quickly how many things that was. Okay, that was 20 things plus the like granny squares that I made, which I forget how many I said. There was 18 of those, so 38 things. And there was actually 2 things that I did not mention because I don't have them in front of me. One was a carrot book sleeve. I will put a photo up, and that was also for the same best friend who wrote Bun as a Christmas gift because she also loves carrots. So that one is already in her possession and thus I do not have it to show you. And I also made a platypus as an order for another friend of mine, but I have since like sent that on its way to her. So I also don't have that one with me, but I've made that platypus before and you will have seen it before probably. So I'm just going to put this here. I also totally forgot to mention earlier that I made this cat bed. So I'm inserting this clip here. It is well loved, as you may be able to see by the amount of cat hair already on it. But this is now a free pattern on my website as well. So if you want to make your cats a cozy place to sit, this uses like a whole bunch of yarn too. This was great for stash busting. I think it's like 630 grams of yarn or something. So big win. So for those of you who have been here for my stash busting journey, which I've posted a few videos of it so far, this was a really good month for stash busting yarn. And I'm just like really quickly going to look at how much I've got on my little spreadsheet here. And all of those things that I made were over 3 kilos, basically 3.2 kilos. We're 4 grams short of it being 3.2 kilos, which is amazing. And I can't believe that that's what 3 kilos of yarn looks like all made up. Like, that's wild. I don't really like pay attention to yarn in that way, I don't think. But anyway, I guess there was a few. This guy really helped. He's like the MVP of stash busting this month for sure. So if you've got a whole bunch of blanket yarn to stash bust, keep an eye out for this pattern coming to you soon, hopefully. In terms of whips, I don't have that many left anymore. I have this kind of forgotten about star blanket that I should get back to. This has been a fun mindless project as well, but I was really trying to do, I don't know, I guess I was trying to scrap bust, and I had a few pattern tests in January, which I wasn't really expecting. If you watched my like crochet goals punch cards video, I had a goal for the year of doing 5 pattern tests and I've done 4 in January. So maybe I'll have another one of those, but I did intentionally kind of make it small because who knows what's going to happen after April. So I probably won't be committing to pattern tests after that, but I could probably fit a few more in before then. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I just haven't basically touched that whip since like December last year. And then I also have a commission for an Anchor the Octopus this like large size of Anchor the Octopus in this beautiful red color with like a pink undertone. So I've only finished one tentacle in full. I've done all of the under tentacles, so I have started work on that. I basically just worked on that this weekend, so I've made decent progress for like a couple hours work. I'm happy with that, but that is going to be the next thing that I try and finish off. And that is pretty much it for whips. I don't really have anything else going on. So yeah, that's basically all I have to share with you today, which I still think it was a lot. I feel like we got through a lot today. Well done. I would love to hear about your favorite thing that you made in January, or what you made, or if you didn't get to make anything, what you're hoping to make next, because sometimes January is just like a bit of a whirlwind and I feel like it can pass before we've even really like realized it's happened. I don't know. January just feels a little bit like that for me, getting back in the groove of work after having a few weeks off for Christmas, and like this probably has been the most productive January I've had in terms of crochet, but it is not always the case. So if that's not the case for you, that's totally fine as well. Like, whatever, doesn't matter. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me today on this video, and I hope you stick around, watch some more videos. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a like down below. And while you're down there, if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button as well. We are now over 3,500 subscribers, which is like bonkers to me. I feel like this month has been really, really nice and unexpected for like growth here. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Go and check out some other videos if you like, and I will catch you in the next video. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful day or night. I hope you enjoy your next project. I hope you're enjoying your current project, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.